All right, man. Let's talk about the Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. We play them 2 of the next 3 weeks. It's the Vikings. Think we at Minnesota, at Dallas, at home versus the Vikings. So yeah. So yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. We wind down the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. The Lions have yet to clinch a playoff berth just yet. I think because that Seattle beat who they just beat Philadelphia at the end. So yeah. That kind of set us back a little bit. But we should have just handled our business and defeated Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have Minnesota Sunday. Divisional games are already always tough. They benched Josh Dobbs. A lot of Lions fans don't remember. I think we had Josh Dobbs last season too. Yeah. We had Josh Dobbs last season, man. So but nonetheless, yeah, we got Minnesota, and division games are always tough. They played the Cincinnati Bengals tough. I know the Bengals got a backup quarterback, but that Browning kid is pretty damn good. And they started Mullins, last week. So, yeah, they started Nick Mullins or something like that. So we got a 60% chance of winning the game. They have a 39.2% chance. They at the crib. Like I said, man, divisional games are always tough, and it's never easy for the Lions. The Lions got two backs on the verge of 1,000 yards. You got to understand they extended the season by one game. The injury report, Gardner Johnson, he's still on IR. Jerry Jacobs, questionable. Brock Wright, questionable. Like I said, I think they should be starting Melifanu at corner over Jerry Jacobs. I just think he's more equipped to, be a corner, in my opinion, in this league. Starting corner, IR Jordan Hicks, Chris Reed, guard, questionable. Brian O'Neill, tackle. Jalen Nailor and Alexander Madison, all questionable going into this game. And Minnesota been hanging around there even after going 0-5. You know, you know, uh, and they still hanging around. Green Bay lost to Tampa last week at home. I was surprised. Um, you know, uh, you know, but 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 nonetheless, I just think that Lions can close it out this week, I think, and just get this over with. They 5-2 on the road. One thing about Minnesota, they running the ball pretty good with the guy they got. What's his name? Todd Chandler. Yeah, Todd Chandler. He was I know he from he's a 5th-round pick a couple years ago out of Tennessee. 5'11", 204, and he seeming to be they number one back, even over Alexander Madison. I mean, he's had last couple games pretty been good. So versus Cincinnati, he had 132. You know what I'm saying? One touchdown in overtime. I mean, one versus Denver, he had 73 yards. I mean, not getting a ton of touches, maybe because Madison been injured or something, but he had got to watch, man. He had a big game last game. And Tennessee is a hot hub for this SEC is a hot hub for it's a hot hub for just talent overall. I think that's starting to change with these super conferences, and the SEC starting to lose some of its luster or whatever. But yeah, he had got to watch. I think he might be better than Alexander Madison even right now in a vacuum. In a vacuum, he might be better. But that's somebody that you got to put the spotlight on. I think Justin Jefferson is back. I don't know what's the point of bringing him back at the end of the season when you could just, preserve him for next season. But I guess if they paying you, you're gonna have to play. know, so if that's the case, I understand it. The Lions, run their ship the same way. If you're healthy, you're gonna play regardless. If we paying you, you're gonna come to work and do your job. Um, but going into this game, man, it's really about uh keeping that intensity that you had at home versus the Denver Broncos, keeping that edge and keeping that momentum rolling as you go into the playoffs, and you go into an actual virtual playoff game against Dallas next week. So yeah, you could fend off and probably clinch the division this week, and probably clinch obviously a playoff berth. I believe. I'm not sure the mathematics. What's the mathematics of the day for that? But yeah, it's possible. It's possible. So I mean, you got to handle your business, keep that intensity, and don't even let Minnesota get a glimmer of hope. Crush them from the beginning. That quarterback gonna give you a couple turnovers. Now I kind of fear Josh Dobbs a little bit more than Nick Mullins. I really do, because Josh Dobbs is hella mobile. But then TJ Hawkinson coming back. But for the most part, even with Kirk Cousins, the Lions have played they played the Minnesota Vikings very, very well. They're divisional opponents. We see them twice a year and all that good stuff. So they played them quite well. They played them quite well. So but I think for Minnesota, just establish the run game, uh take care of the football um offensively, and try to get the ball to Justin Jefferson on the outside. And Jordan Addison is having a really, 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 really big year. So so that's trying to get him to play, run the ball, get it to Addison, getting to Justin Jefferson, and you know, I think that's the recipe for them to win. And offensively, and defensively is to stop Detroit run, and make Goff beat you with his arm. That to me, that's the recipe for them to beat Goff. You know, to beat the Lions. Make Goff beat you with his arm. If Goff beat you with his arm, throwing them ducks, you shake his hand, tell him good game, and go about your business. You know, I think that's what you got to do. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the recipe for that. Um, but but for Lions, I think for them is to run the football, and get the play action game going. I think if you're having success running the football, keep running it. Don't get cute throwing it on first and second down. Just keep running it. Run the ball till you can't run it no more. And then, when they start, stacking the box, then you look for the play action. You know, that's kind of what I would do. I think a lot of times the Lions get to run the ball with success, and then they just so quick to throw the ball. They so quick to be trigger happy and just start throwing the football. I think for them, just keep running. If you having success running the football, keep running until you can't run it no more. That'd be my advice. Keep running until you can't run it no more. You know, so um, so I think they should do offensively, and then defensively. I feel like stop the run, keep the quarterback in the pocket, and just play honest defense. He gonna throw you a couple picks. When he throw them picks, just make sure you are able to put touchdowns on the board to make this out of reach. Don't let that Minnesota, crowd get behind them and they start getting some type of momentum. You know what I'm saying? And then they start busting your ass, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So don't let them get too much momentum. That crowd, them horns get to going, and all that other stuff get to going for them. Then it's gonna be tough sledding. It's gonna be real tough sledding. So, like I said before, you want to go ahead and crush their hopes fast. You want to crush them hopes fast. You don't want to let them get any glimmer of hope. Trust and believe me. You don't want to let them get any glimmer of hope. That's the last thing you want. That's the last thing you want. Is to get them confidence where confidence ain't needed. So when you get an opportunity to go ahead and crush Minnesota, crush them quick, fast, in a hurry. Make this game out of reach. Take the crowd out of it, the whole nine. But I like Detroit in this game. I like them. I think I'm gonna say 31-17. I'm gonna say they handle their business. You know, possibly clinch the division. That's what I say. Clinch the playoffs. I'm not sure the mathematics on that, but I think they go ahead and do it this week. And then they got a real test next week versus Dallas, which I think that's gonna be their first playoff game for real, for real. That's gonna be the introduction to the playoffs. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out Detroit Lions prediction playlist, Detroit Lions talk playlist for more videos like this. But yeah, hit the link tree. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, aka X, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.